The 1969 Dodge Charger RT is the car that owns American automotive culture. The most recognizable muscle car ever built. The car that turned a generation of kids into Mopar fanatics and made Dodge a household name in performance forever. The General Lee made it immortal. Bullitt made the Mustang famous. But the Charger was already a legend before Hollywood came calling. That fastback roofline, those hidden headlights, that aggressive presence that made everything else on the road look timid. Today, genuine RT Chargers command $80,000 to $180,000 at major auctions, with Hemi cars pushing dramatically higher. Every muscle car enthusiast recognizes it instantly. Every serious collector considers owning one a lifetime achievement. But here's the brutal truth. Nobody selling you a Charger RT will ever admit owning a genuine 1969 Dodge Charger RT is a financial catastrophe waiting to happen, a documentation nightmare with no clean resolution, and a psychological ordeal that destroys. The counterfeiting runs deeper than almost any muscle car. The rust is catastrophic, and the General Lee mythology has created a fraud industry so sophisticated it defies belief. Before we expose this reality, hit that subscribe button because Garage History is about to reveal the dark truth behind the most iconic Mopar ever built. The General Lee mythology curse. Let's begin with the single most destructive force in the 1969 Charger market, the General Lee mythology, created by the Dukes of Hazzard television series that ran from 1979 to 1985. The show used over 300 Dodge Chargers during production, destroying most of them in jump stunts that became the show's signature. And that destruction created a bizarre collector dynamic that has warped the entire 1969 Charger market for decades. Because so many genuine Chargers were destroyed making the show, surviving unmodified examples became dramatically more valuable. But simultaneously, the General Lee's cultural dominance created massive demand from buyers who want the TV car experience, the orange paint, the Confederate flag roof, the number 01. Professional fraudsters exploit both sides of this dynamic. They create fake General Lee provenance packages claiming specific cars appeared in specific episodes, charging enormous premiums for documentation that's almost entirely fabricated. They also convert regular Chargers into General Lee replicas and misrepresent them as genuine RT models to buyers blinded by television nostalgia, when emotional connection to a childhood television show overrides judgment. Buyers who grew up watching Bo and Luke Duke are particularly vulnerable because desire overwhelms due diligence in ways that experienced collectors recognize but cannot prevent. The counterfeiting epidemic beyond General Lee fraud, the broader 1969 Charger RT counterfeiting situation, has reached epidemic proportions that terrify experienced collectors. Dodge built 20,057 Charger RTs in 1969, but estimates from Mopar historians suggest there are 3 to 4 times that many authentic RTs currently circulating. The value differential driving this fraud is devastating. A standard 1969 Charger without the RT package is worth $30,000 to $50,000. Add genuine RT documentation, and that same car becomes $80,000 to $180,000. Add a numbers matching 426 Hemi and values push past $300,000. That potential $250,000 profit gap has created fraud operations so sophisticated they've fooled major auction houses repeatedly. Professional counterfeiters exploit Chrysler's notoriously incomplete 1969 documentation. They fabricate broadcast sheets on period-correct EBM cardstock. Chrysler's factory records from 1969 have enough gaps that proving a car wasn't an RT is often as difficult as proving it was a documentation vacuum that professional fraudsters exploit with devastating effectiveness. The B-body rust devastation, the 1969 Charger's B-body platform, has rust vulnerabilities so severe that finding a structurally sound example has become a genuine rarity, regardless of geographic history. Chrysler's rust protection in 1969 was essentially non-existent minimal primer, thin paint, and zero cavity treatment on a design with moisture traps throughout the structure. The lower quarters are the first catastrophe. The Charger's distinctive fastback roofline creates water channels that direct moisture directly into the lower quarter panel area, attacking metal from both inside and outside simultaneously. By the time bubbling appears on the surface, the inner structure has been compromised for years. Correct quarter panel replacement on a Charger requires removing the rear window, trunk lid, and bumper assembly, $8,000 to $15,000 in labor before touching the metal itself. The floor pans deteriorate from both directions simultaneously. Road moisture attacks from below, while interior condensation attacks from above, creating complete floor pan failures that require full replacement. Correct floor pan installation must maintain proper transmission tunnel dimensions and seat mounting locations to pass authentication scrutiny, adding complexity and cost beyond simple panel replacement. The frame rails create the most expensive problems. Charger frame rails collect debris and moisture, developing internal rust that compromises structural integrity with zero visible surface evidence. Severely rusted frame rails cost $12,000 to $22,000 to address correctly, and discovering this damage after purchase is one of the most financially devastating experiences in muscle car collecting. The Hemi authentication minefield, the 1969 Charger RT, could be ordered with the 426 Hemi, and those Hemi cars represent the ultimate value proposition and the ultimate authentication nightmare. Hemi Chargers are worth $300,000 to $600,000 or more, depending on documentation and condition, creating financial incentive for engine fraud that has infected every corner of the market. Fraudsters source genuine 426 Hemi engines from other applications, trucks, boats, marine use, and have engine pads re-stamped with Charger-specific VIN-derived numbers. After 56 years, the dual 4-barrel carburetor setup requires calibration expertise that few living mechanics possess. The solid lifter valvetrain needs professional adjustment every 6,000 to 8,000 miles. Miss this service and catastrophic valvetrain failure costs $15,000 to $30,000 to repair correctly with period-appropriate components. The financial exposure nightmare here is the terror that defines serious Charger RT ownership, the crushing financial exposure of holding a six-figure asset in a thin market defined by fraud, volatility, and carrying costs that compound without mercy. Insurance on a properly valued $150,000 RT Charger costs $3,500 to $5,500 annually. And insurance companies have learned from the muscle car fraud epidemic authenticity investigation clauses can void coverage entirely if fraud is suspected during a claim. This has happened to genuine RT owners whose cars were questioned during claims investigations, leaving them with zero coverage on six-figure assets. Climate-controlled security storage costs $250 to $500 monthly. Annual specialist maintenance costs $2,000 to $4,000 minimum. Owning a Charger RT for 10 years costs $80,000 to $110,000 in carrying costs alone before addressing mechanical needs. Market volatility compounds this terror relentlessly. Economic downturns destroy collector car values with brutal speed. The 2008 crisis dropped comparable muscle cars 40 to 60% virtually overnight. If this reality check changed how you see Charger RT ownership, smash that like button and drop a comment. Does the dark truth scare you away from the dream? Or does the legend of the 1969 Charger still burn strong enough to make every terrifying challenge worthwhile? And if you want more honest truth about collector cars, more reality behind the myths, and more stories exposing what auction houses hide from buyers, hit subscribe and turn on notifications because garage history tells the truth. Nobody else will. Thanks for watching. And remember, the most iconic muscle cars carry the heaviest burdens. Research obsessively, verify relentlessly, and never let Hollywood mythology override diligence. Until next time, stay informed and keep the history real.